Welcome to a new approach in your mental well-being. We're going to be using a map. We're going to use a map to identify what your mind is doing to cause you so much emotional disturbance. How do we use a map to help us understand our emotional pain and suffering? So as you can see here, we have broken down the mind into a blueprint that looks like a house. Understanding the mind can seem very complex, very confusing. What we want to do is simplify that process and look at it in an aspect as cleaning something up, like cleaning up a house. We all know about organizing and tidying up our homes, but what if we apply those same principles to our minds? So if we look at this map here, you can see that I have broken the mind down into a blueprint of a house, and we have different rooms in this house. When you begin to notice your mind, and I call that the ego voice in your head, when you begin to hear that voice in your head talking to you, and it's beginning to cause emotional disturbance, you will take out your tidy mind map and you will say, oh, my mind is talking about this subject, which belongs in this room, and each room has a helper room. So let's go over that now. As you can see, we have a past room, a future room, a people room, and then we have 3 helper rooms: the trash room, the mission room, and the God room. When you look at the past room, you can see this as the basement of your tidy mind house. This is where all of those past experiences, all of the things that you get triggered about, all the things that are stored, the patterns that keep resurfacing from your subconscious programs and beliefs, that all exist in the past room. The helper room for the past room is the trash room. So what we're going to be doing is taking that emotional garbage and clearing it out so that it no longer causes those same patterns. We're breaking patterns, we're breaking old molds, we're taking all this trash from the past off of us so that we can clearly see what we really are. What is our true nature? How would we act and react and respond to life if we did not have all this past experience cluttered on top of us? So that's what we do in the past room. Then we look at the people room. The people room is kind of your present situation, the people, the circumstances that surround you in everyday life. And the helper room for that is the mission room. So when we spend a lot of time in our present moment thinking about other people, their behavior, even thinking and analyzing our own behavior, we can spend a lot of mental energy in the wrong place. And all that it results in is more pain and suffering. So what we want to do with that helper room is begin to redirect that mind to be used for what it was supposed to be used for in the first place, not analyzing and processing and judging the behavior of other people and judging our own behavior, but to be able to create wonderful things that come from our true nature. That's why we're going to learn about going into the mission room and redirecting from the people room to the mission room. Then we're going to look at the future room. This is the attic of the tidy mind house. This is where when you're worried, you're anxious, you're spending a lot of time thinking about the what if this and what if that. The helper room for that room is the God room. So we're going to learn to rely on our faith in our higher power to get us through those times and to redirect that ego voice, to redirect that mind when it's spending way too much time and energy focused on the future. This is just a brief overview. What you'll find, the help that you'll find, the tools that you'll find are in the playlist. There are 3 different playlists labeled the past room, the people room, the future room. Depending on where you find yourself that day on the map, you'll need to go to those video resources so that you can help redirect your mind into a healthier space. The mind itself has made mental health care hard. And it does not have to be hard. It doesn't have to be confusing. It doesn't have to be complex. It can be as simple as seeing, what is my mind talking about and how do I redirect it? The end. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Thank you.